Hi. Right, today we're at South Gare near Redcar, and we've come here for a look around. I've come down onto this rocky beach. The first thing that I spotted was an old, what I believe is an old lifeboat station or lifeboat pier, but I really thought this would make the perfect composition for a black and white image. Today it's a bit gloomy, a bit misty, but I think it really suits the atmosphere, certainly for a black and white image and a long exposure. The reflections in the water obviously really going to accentuate with the long exposure, but in the distance we've got I don't know if it's the ICI building. Let's give it a quick pan round. Yeah, the ICI building is in the background. I say the pilings have chose an area, and I think this is probably the best composition. I was going to shoot them straight on, but you lose the separation between the pilings, so you don't see anything through, and I think there's certainly a lot more detail from this angle. Yeah, and as I say, I'm doing a 30-second exposure with a Lee big stopper. I've also got a polarizer on as well. And what I found the easiest way when using a big stopper is obviously to use the chart that you get with a big stopper. Yeah, the chart that you get with a big stopper, this one here. And basically all I do is I look at 30 seconds. I want a 30-second exposure, so I just look on the chart. It says 30th of a second for a 30-second exposure. The easiest way to do it in manual mode, all I do, set my camera to a 30th of a second just to make sure the light is right. Sorry, I set it at 30th of a second exposure, and then I adjust my other camera settings, aperture and ISO to suit. I found that the best way, rather than trying to work it out on an app or something like that. There's other various ways that you can do it, and I'll probably show those in another video. Well, that's all I do, just set to 30th of a second, make sure the exposure is right with the aperture and the ISO, and then all you need to do then, once you put your big stopper in, then set your camera to 30 seconds. Any longer than that on a Canon, I'm not sure what Nikon are like, or any other make for that matter, but obviously then you need to use some kind of intervalometer or in bulb mode. But right, well, I'm going to get this shot now and we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it'll be okay, and I'm going to have a walk around now and see what else I can find around Paddys, because that's also of quite interest, as I'm sure some of you will know. Right, let's go and see what else we can find. what's known as Paddys on South Gare. Had a quick look round. we were walking down, I noticed all these crab pots, and I just thought they were going to make an interesting shot that really tell the story of what this place is about. It's all about, well, characters, the industry, the fishermen, basically all what goes on. So I thought I wanted to include these crab pots in this composition anyway. As I say, it does tell the story, and there's so much detail in the foreground and so much colour. I've already got one shot, but really quite like the composition in the area. Basically all I've done is, I'm shooting wide angle at f11 polarizer, soft grab. Basically just got the crab pots in and the story of the fisherman basically, and that's what actually goes on around here. So I'm going to get this shot and then I'm going to carry on and see what else I can get. Right. Right, just behind me, when I was taking that shot of the crab pots and the boats in the harbour, just come across this little shot here of these crab pots on their own. It's quite a nice simple composition with the rocks in the foreground, the pile of crab pots, quite a symmetrical kind of image, simple sort of composition, lots of colour, lots of detail in the foreground. So all I've done with this shot here is I'm using my wide angle lens. I'm shooting at about 30mm, something like that. Don't need a mega amount of depth of field. I'm roughly I'm at f11 and 10th of a second at ISO 100. So yeah, well, it's quite a nice shot. I'll just get this one, post that one, and I'm going to carry on looking around again, see what else I can find. But yeah, it's quite nice down here. There's lots of detail, I have to admit. Lovely calm day, perfect reflections in the water, and right, let's go and let's have another walk around and see what else there is. Now at South Gare. I'm going to get off home now and get something to eat. I've had a good couple of hours session down here, walking around with a camera and getting a few drone shots, but it's absolutely full of character here at Paddys. If you want to get some interesting shots of the harbour with history and people with character, because there is some characters down here, I can tell you. Yeah, you've just got to come here and and have a go. It's absolutely mint. Anyway, I'm going to get off home now, as I say, get something to eat. Being up here, we're up early this morning, but it was nice just to come here again and have another go. So right, so without further ado, I'm going to get off, and I will say bye for now, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like these videos. Cheers, bye for now.